Wheatstone network balance condition derivation. So let us consider a Wheatstone network. A, B, C, D, P, Q, R and S are the resistors connected in the Wheatstone's network. Between B and D, galvanometer is connected. Between A and C, battery is connected. So here is the key, let us say. Now our intention is to arrive at the condition for balance. We say network is balanced when current through galvanometer, if I call this current as Ig, they should be equal to 0. So what is the condition for Ig to be equal to 0? So for that purpose, let us consider the current in this branch AB to be I1, current in this branch AD, let it be I2, current here in BC is I3, current here along DC is equal to I4. Now, in order to arrive at the balance condition, let us apply KVL. Applying KVL to the loop AB dA. So let us say this is the direction of traverse. Now, starting from A to B, there is I1 and P, so it should be I1 into P, and we are traveling in the direction of current, so it should be negative. Then again negative in the direction of current, Ig into, let us say, galvanometer resistance is G. Then against the direction of current from D to A, plus I2 into Q is equal to 0. So let us call this as equation 1. Now again applying KVL to the loop BCDB, what do we get? This is the direction of traverse. B to C, we have minus I3 into R, plus here against the direction of current C to D, it is I4 into S plus Ig into G is equal to 0. Call it as equation 2. Now, if bridge is balanced, Wheatstone's bridge is balanced, then Ig should be equal to 0, which makes 1 becomes minus I1 into P plus I2 into Q is equal to 0, or we'll get I1P is equal to I2Q. Call this as equation 1A. Similarly, equation 2 becomes minus I3 into R plus I4 into S is equal to 0, or you can consider it as I3 into R is equal to I4 into S. Call it as equation 2B. Now, if we apply KCL at point B, what you can say, I1 plus Ig is equal to I3. So applying KCL, Kirchhoff's current law, at P, what we can write? I1 plus Ig is equal to I3. Now if Ig is equal to 0, we'll get I1 is equal to I3. Let us call it as equation 3. So applying KCL at B, we get I1 is equal to I3. Then applying it at D, what do we get? I2 plus Ig should be equal to I4. See, I2 is arriving, Ig is also arriving, I4 is leaving. So what we get? Applying KCL at D, I2 plus Ig is equal to I4. If Ig is equal to 0, then this. So this one must be negative. I1 minus Ig is equal to I3. So here I2 plus Ig is equal to I4. If Ig is equal to 0, you'll get I2 is equal to I4. Call it as equation 4. Now, if I take 1a and 2b, if I divide these two equations, what I'll get? I1p by I3r is equal to I2q by I4s. Dividing 1a by 2b, what do we get? I1p by I3r. I1p by I3r is equal to I2q by I4s. Now, according to equation 3 and 4, I1 and I3 are equal, I2 and I4 are equal. So from 3 and 4, what do we get? I1, I3 get cancelled. We'll get P by R is equal to Q by S. Or you can write P by Q is equal to R by S. So this is balance condition for Wheatstone's network.